The joys of living in a 200-year-old house is having a 60-year-old bath. Traditional old Japanese baths are something else. You've never had a bath until you've had something like this. They are all handmade, slightly like a barrel, but much wider. It's sort of an oval shape, with a built-in heat exchanger, all copper, so that you heat the water directly. So it's very efficient. Also, because it's wood, it stays warm.
Well, stop.
Because it's wood, it stays warm. It has a lid. You can reheat the water if it cools down, and they even have a heat maintaining function, so it can stay hot. You can control the rate of heating, so that if you decide, I'm going to go out for 2 hours and I want the bath hot by the time I get back, you can turn it down. Oh, by the way, they get the runoff gas. If you have a bath at night but you want to have another hot bath in the morning, you can put it on the maintain heat function, and it'll stay hot all night until morning. Now, how many modern baths can do that? Plus, it has a nice smell to it. Because it's wood, when the wood heats up, you get this fragrant, this woody smell comes with the bath. So anyway, this is the heat exchanger built inside. In here you put in a gas burner. Gases come out here. You note there's no chimney. They didn't worry about carbon monoxide in these days because the houses are so big and drafty anyway. Carbon monoxide is not a problem. If you come over here and I'll get this into the light so you can see. So you can see the heat exchanger. So you see there's a burner which goes in there. This is under the water all the time. Hot water comes out here. They're very deep. So there's not like the Western bath at all. You don't lie down in them, that's for sure. They're very deep, so when you sit in them, you're up to your neck. I'll just get into it. When you get into it, you get into it like this, both legs on each side. So really, the water's up to your neck. So that's very, very nice. Very nice. And because they're an oval shape, you're actually using less water for the depth of the for their depth. And because there's less surface area on the top there, they don't cool down like a Western bath. You have a lot of surface area on a lie-down bath, so that a lie-down bath will cool down much more quickly than this. So they've got a lot of advantages, this kind of bath. Thing is, nobody makes them anymore. They're a lost art. They're a lost technology. And to find one is very, very hard. I've only found 2 in 10 years. This came from a demolition site, which I just happened to come across. And just before the bulldozer came, I noticed that this was still in the house, and so I just picked it up. Moved out. The other good thing about Japanese baths is they are portable. So you can change the angle of it. You can put it outside. You can lift it up, move it out, clean under the bath, then put it back again. Modern bathtubs, bathhouses, bathrooms all have the bath in a fixed position. You get all kinds of grime and muck and mold and everything behind the bath, which you can't clean. So, a lot of advantages with the wooden bath. Okay, this is my spare one, which I put outside. The one I'm using inside is in here, and here it is, with the burner inside it. I'll show you the burner. So the burner can be just pulled out like this. And it's a big square thing like this. It has a pilot lamp that you start it with like this. There you go. Pilot lamp is on. This is also the keep hot function. So it's in here like this. And then when you start it, you put it in there and then you slowly turn this one. Right, now slowly turn the right one. Boom, that one's on. Slowly turn the left one. Boom, that one's on. I'll just pull the thing out there just to show you. So you can see you can set the rate of heat just by looking at it. So if you turn it right down like this, this will be the setting if you're going to go out for a couple of hours and you want a hot bath by the time you get back. If you want the bath in half an hour, just do that, and it heats up very, very quickly. And if you want it overnight, you want it to heat overnight, stay hot overnight, just leave that one on, the pilot lamp. So that goes in there. Now this one also is slightly more modern than that one. This one has even more sophisticated. It has 2 tanks. First there is the main water tank, which is the one you get in, of course, the same as that one. So the water is here. But also under here, there is another tank. So this tank collects all the heat from the chimney right up to here. So you can have that thing going burning really hot, put your hand on here, and it's just lukewarm air comes out. So that's how efficient it is. The heat exchanger is sucking up all the heat, and it's all going into the water. So very, very efficient. Probably more efficient than a modern bath heating system. I know in New Zealand they have terrible heating systems. They're electrical, which is expensive to start with, and then they store it in a tank, and then they pipe it to your bath, which is in another room. So you're losing money the whole way. So this, anyway, back to the bath. The separate tank here, it's actually, the water level's gone down, but I'll show you. I used this bath yesterday afternoon, and it's still warm. And I haven't heated it since then. There, I've filled the other tank. So there's 2 different levels here. If this is, because when you get in these baths, they overflow if you want it up to your neck. And so you might need some more water. Well, it's in here. And you just pull this plug. There's a separate plug here. And this water will go into that water. Or you can keep it separately so that you have extra water to bathe in. Now, at this time, they didn't have showers in Japan. They just did this. They just wet yourself, soap yourself down, and then wet yourself again with a little bucket thing like this. I have a slightly more sophisticated version here. I use an old-fashioned watering can. Now, before you start laughing, this is actually really good. Simple but effective. All you do when you have a shower, the bath is already hot. Now, of course, I'm sure you all know you don't get into a bath with all soaped up in Japan. You're completely rinsed off before you get in, so you never get soap in the water. You hang that there. Okay, that's off. That is now in the off position. The on position is this. Oops. Okay, soap yourself down, wash, okay, stop. Soap yourself down, wash your hair, rinse again. And the good thing about this is that it keeps tilting until it all runs out. So it just tilts and tilts and tilts. Stop. Perfect. Simple but effective. Start again. It keeps getting lower. So in Japanese style bathrooms, you actually don't normally stand up to have a shower. You sit crouched down, and that's what this is for. The normal position to have a bath is to crouch down like this and have the water over you like that. And it's also a little step for getting into the bath. So bathing culture, traditional bathing culture is quite different from the Western idea. They didn't even have showers. They didn't need them. So this is, rather than have taps and things in here, I've just kept it simple and just have this simple thing. I actually swap the 2 baths over regularly, because if you don't use them, they start to leak because the timbers start to shrink. So I had that bath in here up until last week, and I put this one in, which I hadn't used for about 6 months, and it did leak, and I had to leave water in it for about 3 days until it stopped leaking. And all the timbers expanded. These bands here became absolutely like piano wire tight. Well, that one's still a bit loose. Keeping it together. Well, one, unless you're with your nearest and dearest, tight squeeze, but you'll get two in there. But don't forget, Japanese baths, you fill them up to the brim, and once you get in, it overflows. So two people in it, you'll lose half your water, unless one's standing up all the time. Oh, there's nothing I haven't done.
Give me a number.
Give you a number. I can't. Gentlemen don't say such things. But I'll leave it to your imagination. But I've had a lot of fun with in bars like this. I've had women here who have just wanted to use the bath because they've never seen anything like it. So can I try the bath? Can I try the bath? So I let her use the bath. What happened after that, I don't know. But she just wanted to try the bath, and she thought it was wonderful. So a tool of seduction, perhaps.